Welcome to the Power of One, a quarterly podcast for child champions. Each quarter's theme is based on a child well-being, aspiration, or hope. This quarter's theme is that children experience the love of God and neighbor. This basically means that kids live in environments where they feel affirmed, connected, and like they belong, and that they enjoy that feeling in their families, neighborhoods, and community. Thanks for tuning in with us today. With us today is Keaton Millard Smith. She's not only a wonderful person, but she's also a recipient of the World Vision Youth Empowerment Scholarship. The scholarship started in 2009, and since its inception, we've given over 135 awards to students. We're excited about the opportunity to serve children who have done a lot of work to earn an educational award and to help them to achieve their academic goals and dreams. So, Keaton, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Keaton, as you already know, and I'm 18, and I'm an incoming freshman to Washington State University, and I'm going to major in elementary education.
Wow, can you tell us a little bit about your educational journey and why this particular major is important to you?
Well, ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a teacher, and going to Wazoo means that I can get my BA in elementary education.
Wow, so tell me a little bit about what inspired you to want to teach. Was it a particular experience or something that happened in your life?
I had a second grade teacher, and he was really thoughtful and caring, and I've always inspired to be like him.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about the support that you had along the way in achieving your goals.
It takes a village to raise a child. Like, that is a cliche, but it's very true. And I've had family and friends and my teachers that helped me, and I've also actually had tutoring myself.
Wow, and so what was the kind of academic focus in the community in which you lived? Did you feel really supported? Did you have to work hard in order to thrive and to move forward?
Highline School District isn't known for a lot. I know they have some struggles financially and with teachers and administration, but I've always felt that I had a couple of teachers that I could really look forward to and enjoy their classes and also get supported emotionally and socially, and I had a wonderful counselor, Mrs. Hanson, and she helped me along the way.
Wow. Well, tell me a little bit about how you heard about the scholarship.
I volunteered for Kid Reach for 2 years, and the director, Mindy, and also Patty, they emailed me and told me about the scholarship, and her daughter wanted to.
So tell me about volunteering with Kid Reach. How did you get involved, and how did you hear about it?
That's just my story. My niece, she was actually involved in the program as a student, and I wanted to become a teacher, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to volunteer for that.
Wow. Was there anything about your experience with the program that stood out?
Meeting kids and having hands-on experience, because you can take as many classes as you can about becoming a teacher, but it's really about the hands-on experience with children.
Wow. Well, thank you for your valuable contribution. We were so glad to know that a number of kids were really touched, and I'm sure they received a lot of great help from you when you volunteered and supported them. So thank you for that. Well, I've got a question for you. How did the scholarship help you with your goals?
Well, as you know, I want to be a teacher, and going to college, I have to pay for it, so that helps. But also, I feel like you guys believed in me, and that was like a boost of confidence. And that's what I want to give to my students too, like a boost of confidence that somebody believes in them.
Wow. Well, do you have any advice for students out there who might be facing their own obstacles or challenges? Are there any stories you might be comfortable sharing about an obstacle you faced and how you overcame it, in ways you might want to encourage other students to overcome the obstacles that they face?
When I was younger, I struggled a lot with math. And I had this mentality that maybe I wasn't born to be good at math, but I had to get over that and realize that you're not born with a gene that makes you good at math. It's something that you got to work hard for. You got to study and take a little bit of an extra step. So I took a class over the summer to help me with my math.
Wow. And do you have any advice for our other adult viewers out there who might be thinking, I want to help a student, what can I do?
You can definitely volunteer, and I know at Kid Reach there are several adults that volunteer, and also you can volunteer at schools, and they're really lucky to take in donations and stuff.
Well, Keaton, thank you for being an example of what hard work and determination will do, for giving your time to other students to help them to achieve their goals, for being a bright and shining example of what we want to see other young people do in this country to help create a better world, not just for the children of today, but the children of tomorrow. We appreciate you, and we're glad to be a part of your journey and supporting you on it. If you want more information about the Youth Empowerment Scholarship, or to learn more about World Vision and ways that you can partner or get involved with us in our programs, please go to www.worldvisionusprograms.org. Thank you. Welcome back to The Power of One, a quarterly podcast for Child Champions. As a reminder, this quarter's theme is that children would love God and neighbor, that they feel cared for and protected in the communities in which they live, and that they are surrounded by caring adults who show them that they are loved and valued and belong. I'm here today with Rubisi Collado, which I just pronounced wrong. It's actually Rubisi Collado and Vianelli Garcia. And they are Youth Empowerment Award Scholarship recipients and have been a participant in World Vision's Youth Empowerment Program. And we're here today to hear a bit about the impact of the program on them and how they plan to utilize their power of one to impact the communities in which they live. So ladies, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, would you like to start now? Okay, so as Romanita said, my name is Rubisi Collado. I'm 21 years old. I'm also a standing senior at Syracuse University, and I am from Dominican descent.
So, welcome.
My name is Vianelli Garcia. I am a junior at Hudson College in the city, and I'm 22 years old today.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, I am also from Dominican descent.
Excellent. How long were you all involved in World Vision's programs?
Sophomore year in high school.
Wow. Very long time.
I mean, Vianelli was the one that introduced me sophomore year of high school as well. We lasted 3 years involved in World Vision's programs.
So ladies, tell me a bit about why education is important to you and why you've chosen the fields that you've chosen to study.
Well, for me, education has opened many doors for me. That's one thing that I realized growing up, as I've always been my mother always used to tell me how important education was, but it wasn't until I was in school that I realized how many doors were being opened to me and the people that I was meeting. So I'm currently in school now, and I'm a double major with policy studies and managerial accounting. It took me a while to figure out what is it that I wanted to study. And I want to continue on this path just because I know that I can do a lot with it.
For me, I'm majoring in sociology and anthropology, and education is important just because it's important just to know about everything as much as possible. I think that's really key, just learning little bits and pieces of everything, because then it shows how open you are to everything that is out there for you. And with education, it's good just to know. It's good just to know, and then it actually opens up doors for you to meet new people. And just like little knowledge. I know something about this. I don't know everything, but I know this. And so you're able to network.
So it sounds like you're really enjoying your general studies and getting a broad base of experience in a lot of things. So, quick question for you all. Tell me a bit about what you hope to do with your degrees once you're done with college.
Well, with my degree, everything's not set in stone. I'm still, every day I'm learning new things. So, as of now, I'm not going to go directly to get my master's degree. I'm still trying to figure out, to pay back my debt and things like that. But what I want for my career is that I want to work within a charter school or a education system, more so that I can help create sustainability in schools with with funding and things like that. Just because I want to work with operations, because I saw how important education, the role it played in my life. So I know how important it is. I know how important education is, especially people with my same background. I want to do the same for them.
I'll ask a follow-on question and then I'll follow up with you. You talked about the role of education being important. Say a bit more about why education has been important in your life.
Well, it refers back to like it opening so many doors. Not just education itself, but like being a part of educational institutions. College, like that's the reason I decided to pursue college. Not just being in a classroom, but like the outside experience. When it comes to resources, it's just college institutions are filled with resources when it comes to network meeting people, when it comes to programs you can be involved, studying abroad, which is what I'm doing this semester coming up. Those are all experiences, not just like learning in a classroom. So it's just, it creates, you grow out of those experiences. So it creates more valuable life, fruitful life, and everybody deserves that.
So, well, thank you for sharing. And I know you study abroad, so tell us a bit about what you plan to do after you're done with school and how you want to impact the world.
That's a big question. Well, I've actually been working on it. I want to create, like, I think it's my own nonprofit. It's a social enterprise. It's more about educating. I'm starting with middle school youth, educating middle school youth in low-income communities, and teaching them about mainly entrepreneurship and the importance of using your own talents in order to serve your own communities, and seeing if we can create sustainable communities here, because I see that World Vision does that abroad, recently here in the States. And yeah, that's what I want to do, and I'm going to impact. I'm trying to create the biggest humanitarian network possible and do what Akon is doing, even better.
Well, it's really inspiring to know that both of you want to use the education that you've got to give back to the education of generations to follow. That's extremely commendable. And so we just appreciate being able to hear that part of your story and also about your desires for the future. So I'm really curious to hear. Tell me a bit about how involvement in World Vision's programs has influenced the decisions that you've made about the life choices you want to make and about the way that you have valued education. Well, we start with you, Nellie.
Well, World Vision practically saved me, but I just love you guys. Like, I don't know. It's
we love you too.
I just love World Vision and everything that they stand for, and every day is just a great reminder how you're building a better world for children. And even though that is, the same for World Vision, that's like my same for my whole life. And World Vision is always teaching me always about love. And always about the children, and always how to work with people, and always giving back. Like, always has to be about giving back and serving others, no matter the income that you have. And World Vision will always be the biggest part of my life, and hopefully I'll be able to pay you guys forward somehow, some way. And yeah, education is important overall, overseas and even here. I think it's really important to connect the importance of education worldwide. It's not education more important in one sector, in one section than it is here. I feel like education, depending on people's mindset, should be equal everywhere.
Wow. Well, we love you. We're proud of you. And you have changed World Vision, and we've been excited. I think you participated on the National Youth Advisory Council at one point, which was designed to advise World Vision on its programs. And so we know that you are going to do wonderful things, and we're excited to see that and to see the big impact that you will have on the world. So tell us a little bit about your involvement.
Well, I first became involved with World Vision through the Youth Empowerment Program. Because Renelli told me about it. It was, at the time, I was looking for things to be involved in school, but I couldn't find anything that was like really hands-on, or like they really did. All they did was go to walks, which isn't a bad thing, but more that I wanted to be. It didn't make me feel like I was actually doing something. And when I became a part of the Youth Empowerment Program, I really felt I feel like I was learning a lot about the community that I live in, and it really did empower me to feel like I've been able to do something to make other lives better. On top of that, I continue to stay involved through the CAT training, which is a community training, community action training program that you guys offered, and I did that. I also met Denise Hikes through it as well, and just you guys put a lot of great role models in my life that I needed at the time, especially that I didn't have any. So I think that all those factors really did shape the person that I would have been a whole different person had I not been a part of the empowerment program. So I'm really happy about that.
Well, you both made two huge comments. You said World Vision literally saved me. I'm so curious to hear what you might want to share about that, and so curious to hear about the difference in the path you took. And so, as much as you're comfortable, I'd love for you to share a bit about that statement and sort of.
Well, what I mean by like saving me, no, I think I kind of mean just like physically, just like saving my life. Because I remember when World Vision was first introduced, I was in a really bad state. Like I felt like I was invaluable. I remember we did the game, the Power Shuffle. I think we moved back and forth. I hate that game. It's so bad. But it's very impactful, and the message went through. You know, I remember I was like all the way in the back. I almost went out the door, and you know that moment I really did feel like I felt nothing. I felt like I was nothing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really horrible. And it wasn't because of the Power Shuffle. It was one of the things that I've been through in my life. And so I remember Denise noticed my reaction, and I looked at the girls around me, and I thought, hey, so because of their direction, they're going to be someone, and I'm not. And so just being with World Vision, everything changed. You know, my idea of I have a lot of worth. And that was through World Vision. You know, I loved everyone. All the World Vision staff, they were like, I just love you guys. And everything, I know that anything that I do in my life, you guys do have my back. And like I said, your main thing is love. And that's something that I'm a very loving person. I'm very helpful. Which is why I just want to dedicate my life to being humanitarian and help people. Because you guys, that's what you guys resemble. Pass it on to me, passing that on to the world. And I don't know where I'll be though, but I'm glad that I'm here in this moment.
Well, we are glad that you're with us too. For our viewers, the Power Shuffle is an activity and an exercise that young people go through, and it teaches them about the things that build power in our lives and the things that take away power in our lives. And it's designed to help young people gravitate towards and be able to hold on to and own their story and their reality wherever they are, but then it creates a great foundation to build upon, to show that there's value and worth in young people and in our story and in our experiences. And Vianelli is certainly a wonderful example of a young person who has taken her experiences and has been able to take that story and to share it with the world in such a way that she has been able to create great change even at such a young age, and to influence her peers by getting them involved in things that are positive and change the trajectory of their lives. And so thank you for that. So a little bit about, you talked about the pathway. Yeah. It would be great to hear you say just a bit more.
Oh, definitely. When I was involved in the program, and you know, at the age of 16, you're still lost and trying to find your way in the world. So I think it came, World Vision, like the whole program, it came at the right time in my life. Just because I'm trying to figure out, you start asking your questions like, what is your purpose? Like, what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you want to do? So I feel like being involved in the program allowed me to find that. Again, like the activities that were involved, the things that going to DC, that was a huge, I would have never gone to DC on my own, you know? So World Vision, I don't even have words, like, honestly. Just because had it not been for the program, I would have not had that experience itself and met motivational speakers. I would have never met my representative. Like, those are things that a person in my state or, like, my background doesn't just go ahead and do. So it really does create a platform for students to, like, yes, even though you have all these, say, like, things that are against you that, you know, you won't be able to succeed, they really give you the tools that you need to, I guess, to find that in yourself. So it's hard to put into words. It's so many factors, so many factors, because we were around great people all the time. So. And they made us feel important, which is something that I know like you don't always feel at that age. You feel lost. So I feel like I found a way.
Wow. Well, thanks so much for your participation and the fact that you want to give back in education and for the leadership that you have exhibited. And the CAT training actually allowed you to do training with middle school students and to give back some of what you learned. And so both of you are wonderful examples of young women who have really taken a hold of your lives, have owned your story, and then have transferred all of the power that you got in coming through your situations and have used it for good. And so for that, we are extremely grateful for having had the opportunity to participate in your lives. We're looking forward to what's going to happen in the future and the ways we're going to journey together. Thank you.